Hello YouTube friends, welcome to the Red Parrot channel. I'm your host, Mary Ellen. This is an episode of Color Cube or Color Cuber. It is based on a box of colored index cards that is produced by Sarah Renee Clark. You can find more information at her website. And there's a bunch of hashtags here. There's probably hashtag Color Cube, and Cindy at Studio Lou is leading the charge for using the hashtag Color Cuber for anybody who is using that box to do junk journaling. So Cindy at Studio Lou, has created this week's Color Cube Challenge, which is from box number 1, volume 1, and it is card 63, and this is the card. So let's hold this up closer so you can see it in all of its glory, and I am going to flip it over for anybody who wants to take a screenshot of the words and or hex codes. Note that you can Google any of these numbers, 6-digit numbers, and Google will 100% know what color you're looking for. And so if you don't have the card set, you can always use Google to get a very close understanding of what the color is. So there's 5 colors in this. There's black, puce, rose tan, peach, and eggplant. I have issues with rose tan as a color because less so than peach. That is a yellow. A peach is a peach. This is not peach. Anyways, it doesn't really matter what they call it so long as we know what colors we're looking for, and these are the colors we're looking for. So, I have gone through a couple layers of my papers and stash and so forth, and once again trying very hard to not use stamps and or birds. And we shall see what we have. I think we've got some choices, so that's always good. Black is Merpidoo ink. So we've got some black ink. We have, what's this? Eggplant. Pretty good version of eggplant. Don't know if you can see that. And there's the eggplant. There's the black. We have puce, which is a pretty good match for something in that zone there. So that's 3 of the colors. Now we need the rose and the peach. The rose is that kind of dark. The dark of this flower. Maybe that's a better image. Anyways, that's the rose. Alrighty then. So that's 4. And then we need this peach that isn't peach, it's actually yellow. But whatever. Oh, yes, and I also have this rose tan. Now this, if I picked that up, I would not call that rose tan, but that is a pretty good match for, where is it? It matches there, matches around the corners. It's ridiculous. It's like, it's that tone. See? It's ridiculous. Anyways, so we have 2 roses. We have 1 each of the eggplant and the puce. We're working on the peach. So, peach number 1. Pretty close for that light. Another peach. Really nice match there. I'm not going to tear that. We might need it. You never know. Another peach. Her hat's like perfectly peach. More palette colors. That is that color. We have, I think, this, which is very close. See, like, that's yellow. That's yellow to me. It's not peach. I would never, ever say that is peach. Anyways, this, I should get over myself. There, so we've got a lot of peach, not gonna lie. A lot of peach happening. And this is probably a lighter version of that, but it's the right tone. I've got threads all over and a piece of sari silk, which is kind of more that middle match. So lots and lots and lots of yellow and not a lot of anything else. And I realize that the thing that I want to make, I need dimensions for, so I'll be right back. So I'm back, have my iPad, and we are going to look up, what are we going to look up? We are going to look up passport dimension. Blah, 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 blah. 3.5 by 5. So let's write that down because we all know that I'm going to totally forget that in a heartbeat. So 3.5 by 5 inches. So I think this would be super fun if I made a passport. Oh, I don't know that I'm going to have paper big enough after all that excitement. These are what, 8 by 8? Oops. Yep, they're 8. Okay. Okay. So let's get this card sort of out of the way. Let's get a bunch of this yellow out of the way. Let's get this red out of the way. That out of the way. That out of the way. So now we get some space to do some thinking. Now this is kind of derpy. We can do like a pile of layering. Am I thinking about this wrong? Seven and a half by 5. Okay. A whole lot of math is happening. We need some. This is going to be a long one, so you know, you might want to pause the video, go to get a cup of tea, because there's just going to be a lot of thinking. So 3.5, we said. That's 3.5. Okay, so let's get rid of that. 3.5, yep. No, 5. I want 5. Oops. I am so silly. 7. Yes. Because it's a horizontal thing, not a vertical thing. And so that'll fit on that. Yay. Okay, so I think we can use that. I want to do a medallion. I can use one of these flowers as the center of the medallion. This is going to be information on the inside. It's all happening. The other thing that I can, if I don't want to use that, the other thing that I could use as a medallion in the center medallion is the bee. But I've got that, so maybe not. And then the black can be stampity stamps. Black is already here, really. And I need some paper. Yes, we need paper because that's the big issue. Okay, so step one is this. We might be able to do a couple of other bits and pieces. So this is, what is this? This is 5. This is 5 inches. That came off a cat toy. 5 and, oops, nope, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yep. Pardon my fat head. I need to be here. That's easier. There. So there's the eggplant. And now I need 7. Do the same thing. Oops. Okay. That should just be an inch. There we are. Good job, good job, good job. Okay. Now we fold. Now which way is up? I think this is the up. Okay. Ooh, she cracked. Oh, might not be the end of the world. I want to do this. There we are. I need a big circle, biggish circle. Probably gonna shake it a bit. Sorry about that. Let's do a test. Okay. Is that the biggest one I have? I think it is. It's 2 inches. Let me check. We'll be right back. I don't think I do, but I might. I clearly love a good punch. Okay. So, glad we're doing some tests. Come on. So that is the same as that. I think this is too big. Yeah, I need this one, I think. Okay. There. Just gonna fussy cut this. Oops. Oops. A lot of oops going on. There. Get that out of the way. Almost like a lotus. Okay, so I think we're good for the puce. I have a story about the word puce. Don't we all? Sorry. High school. I went to high school with a fellow by the name of Bruce, who was a very, very gifted math protege. And I am not a math protege, but we hung out in similar nerd circles, and as you do in high school. And I remember one day we were having a conversation about something, and I used the word puce to describe a kind of purple. And very, very suddenly, he stopped. Be right back, I'm just getting some paper. So we were in the library, actually, and shooting the breeze, blah, 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 the word puce came out of my mouth. And prodigies, I think, are prodigious in multiple formats. So he wasn't just good at math, he was good at everything. But math, like, he was so good that in high school, the high school math teachers didn't know what to do with him. And so they actually created a whole program for him at one of the universities. So he actually did university homework while the rest of us were trying to slosh our way through. Yeah, it's going to be good enough. Functions and relations. Anyway, so I say the word puce. He stops in mid-sentence and he says, "What's puce?" And there is something delicious about being able to tell a protege something that they don't already know, because they usually know just about everything. Anyways, I described to him this was a color. This was a color. And I didn't get much more than the word color out of my mouth before he went into paroxysms of delight. And I didn't really know what to do with that information. And he said that he and one of his buddies were having a verbal ping pong match, I guess is the closest that I can use to describe it, where they were going back and forth with colors. So I say red, you say blue, I say green, you say yellow, I say orange, and very quickly we run out of colors. And puce, it was his turn, and he couldn't think, he didn't have any other colors to volley back. And puce was a color that he could then volley back, and he was delighted beyond all words. So that was the one time when I was able to sort of tell a math protege something he didn't know, and it was the word puce. I still remember he was so happy, like so happy. He could not wait to see his buddy. Let's see if a stapler will work. Are we feeling sparky? You feeling lucky? Oh, it's been windy. Ooh, it's gonna fit. It's gonna fit. I'm gonna sneeze. Pardon me. There, enough. That'll do. Doesn't need to be super fancy, I don't think. It just needs to be kind of fancy. This. So I feel like this circle needs a little bit more of a circle. Let's do that. Sure, why not? Let's do some schmutzing first, though. Oops. Bruce was a very nice fellow. He wasn't your typical like bookish fellow. He was in drama and, no kidding, math club. I wonder if we could do that. What would that look like? Oh, that looks good. Okay, and let's start with a little bit of black. Yeah, it feels a little bit more punchy. Want to do that for this too? Sure. Might ruin it. Might make it better. I wonder wonder where the game ended. I wonder what on what color and when. Well, they might have gone into other languages. Looks all right. We'll take that for a quarter. Okay, so step one, we need to do that to that. Okay. There's one. There's two. And that I'm going to use the high test stuff just because we've got like 100 layers of paper now. Well, I say 100. Let's call it 3. Oof. She's a sticky one. Not good enough. Okay. Okay, stop. So letting that sit. Oof. There. And when you open a passport, there's blah, 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 blah. And here is the blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I gotta. Yeah, it is. Here. Cut this out. I think I got this off the internet. Well, I know. Got it off the internet. And I changed the photograph by doing some cutting and pasting. My graphic manipulation is very rudimentary. I use PowerPoint. I will copy paste an image, plunk it in there, and then play around in there. And it has just enough tools for me to play around with. This isn't necessarily a Canadian passport. Clearly not. So we can do whatever we want on the inside. We can do that, which is almost perfectly that right size. So let's do that. Ooh, she's sticky. Yep. Ah. Oops, do it that way. Oops. There, okay. So we've got that. Now then, I just want to see. We'll see what we have. Do this. So this is a stamp sheet that I got from somewhere, the internet. Globaland maybe. I don't need that at the moment. And so I should be able to find a couple of things in here that we can then use. Official business might be fun. Need something a little bit bigger. The word approved might be fun. Oops. Whoops. Put it that way. There. Already started using it. So, where is approved? There's approved. I think I want to do that like that. Oh, but I approve. Wow, that looks super cool. I wish there was the word passport. I suppose that's a bit dodgy. I like official business. I really do. Let's take that off. Put it down there. There. Is there a date? And it's December 12, 1973. That was there. What else do we have that's good? Oh, New York. New York would be fun. Okay, I'm getting, pardon me. This is becoming a stampathon, which is, there we are. What do I want to do here? Let's just do this one. Doesn't, Oops, go this way. Might be registered mail, but oh well. Nope, it goes that way. Anything else? It's like you want to have something that says, you know, Bob inspected this or something. Did I do inspected? I don't think so. We can do inspected as the last page. We'll do it like super light. Okay. That's done. Put this back in. No, not yet. That goes there. Is there anything else that I can do to this? Just looking at all the other bits that I've taken off and see if there's anything that's that would be a fun last page. I'll put in a pocket. Not that we have pockets in passports, but this is a fictional passport, so maybe that nation thinks that it's useful. Is that the right size? Whew. That's better. Here we are. That cut. Cut, but glued. Here we are. Wow. So it's going to be like that. Oh, I know what we can do. It'll be fun. So I just get my hand all gluey. Oh. There. That is way too much. There. Okay. And we can use this one. And I wonder if this one will work. Let's cut it out. Where are we at for time? Oh, not bad. There. That's that size. I need no, I want to see this size. Yep. Yep. Where'd it go? Okay, I have moved almost. There we go. Is that the same size as that? I think it is. Yes. I don't want that one. I want this one. Yep. That's what I'm gonna do. Oops. There's that. And we're going to use this. There, that should be better. And it is. And a little bit of black around the edges. Come on, come here. It's really hard to tell which is up. I think it's that. I'm going to do this. There. There. Is there anything that I can, not really. They're not the right size. Does that yellow go? Whew, just barely. Put that, no, you know what? No. What do we call it? Gilding the lily? There. So that is a passport. Make using card 63. And let's just check. Wow, that yellow looks almost like that yellow. So we've got that pink there. We've got the eggplant, so that's 2. We've got the yellow, which is 3. We've got the black, which is 4. We've got the puce. The puce. Puce, which is a light color. Is that it? Yes, it's the light color. It's that. Ish. Thereabouts. Good enough. So I'm pleased with that. As a piece of ephemera, yeah, I think that would be lovely. Put that in a pocket or something. And it's number 6063. And we wouldn't need to necessarily talk about what volume it is because the volume 2 picks up at 251. So there's 250 cards in the first deck and then another 250 in the second deck. I think it's 200. That or it's 500 and then 501 to 1,000. So that is the color cuber for this week. As always, thanks so much for watching. Please take the very best care of yourself and stay out of trouble. See you soon. Bye now.